got to be in it. So look at this deliciousness.
Yes. I gotta try it.
What is this, you ask?
What is this? What is this?
This is delicious.
I burn my mouth. Hot. It's good.
It's good, y'all.
It's good, y'all.
We're going to show you how to make it.
Yep. Pay attention.
You'll be able to. Right?
Right.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
We're the Granties.
Yes.
And it is now August.
Yes, it is.
And guess what? We're still in quarantine.
Yes, we are staying safe.
And so, we have decided to use the tomatoes from our garden
Yes. And the basil from the garden.
and make a very southern favorite called tomato pie. And before you think pie like apple pie, it's not. It's more like pie like pizza pie, but it's not pizza.
No, not got them ingredients in it. It's not pizza.
And because it has a lot of steps, we've already started so that you don't have to watch all of that.
Yes, because when cutting the tomatoes, it was a little messy and I had to cut them thinner.
So there's 3 components, and there's 4 actually. The crust, and we have the crust in the oven, par baking a little. And then you have tomatoes, and you see how juicy they look? That is because we have salted them, sliced them, salted them, and we've let them sit there about a good 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that it will dehydrate a little bit and the pie won't be soggy.
Right.
So now we need the paper towels. You're not even in the frame.
Paper towels. I'm going.
Paper towels, lady.
Be right back. You didn't tell me get them out ahead of time.
And so what you have to do is pat them all dry. And that will remove some of the salt as well. And then we are
How
going
many
to...
did you need?
However many. That's a little ridiculous.
Okay.
And then we're going to layer them in the pie. And on top of that will go this mixture of basil, green onion, and red pepper flakes.
Okay. So.
And then another southern thing is pimento cheese. And this is similar to a pimento cheese, and I guess if you didn't want to create the pimento cheese, it has no pimentos. You probably could just go buy a container of pimento cheese and use that as your topping and skip the whole step right
That
there.
is true.
Okay, so let's get started. You pat those tomatoes dry. I will check the crust.
And she said I didn't need all them paper towels. That's what she thinks. I need every one of these paper towels. But I have to pat them dry. So I gotta line them all up, just like this. And all that jazz. I cut them, I had to trim some, and a couple of tomatoes were bad. You know how it goes. It's organic. So, anywho.
Okay. You can use a store-bought deep dish shell. We just had a frozen shell and we put in this deep dish pan.
Rock crock.
So this pan is hot, mind you.
Don't touch it. You might burn yourself.
That would be what I'm trying to tell you.
Where's my other paper towel?
I got rid of them. They were in my way.
But I need them.
Go get them.
Oh my word, I put them up there for a reason. I have to pat the tomatoes dry.
These flowers are from the garden too.
Yes, I grew zinnias this year. I didn't know if they grow or not, but they did. So they're very nice. Okay. Patting the tomatoes. Because you're trying to get the excess water off to make so the crust is not soggy. Nobody likes a soggy crust. Most likely.
All right.
There are probably the exceptions in everything. Is that good?
Yes. Remember the pan's hot. You're gonna put a half a layer down, or half of them down in a layer.
Okay.
You kind of want to cover the holes so you have full coverage. And this sounds a little kind of gross, but it's delicious. It's kind of like a deep dish lasagna pizza.
Yep, that's hot.
So in this bowl is pimento cheese, which is normally pimentos. We don't have any in there. Onion powder and mayonnaise and 2 kinds of cheese. You can use whatever kind of cheese. You gotta have a second layer.
That's all. I'm gonna take this off. My bad.
Spread them out.
You told me to stack them up.
I said 2 layers. Put a half of them down for a layer.
Well, you know.
Some people listen, some don't. And we put pepper flakes in ours because we like a little spice. The recipe doesn't really call for it.
Because we're spicy.
We don't care. Sometimes we need a little spice. Okay, now add the rest on top.
Okay. Alrighty. This looks really pretty.
A lot of the recipes call that you like boil and take the skin off them.
Yeah.
And you can do all that.
Overrated.
It is overrated. We've tried it both ways. We didn't find that huge of a difference.
Just enough tomatoes.
Spread this with basil. I got this. I know how to spread it.
Fine.
And now you can do this part what you like. You put this goodness right on the top. And it's gonna make a crusty, cheesy topping.
Lunch lady. Smear it.
And that will melt down in there. You cook it for 30 minutes on 350.
Did you want to show them what it looks like?
Yeah. I mean,
Like what it looks like when it's in there? I pick it up, but it's hot.
I can show them.
See?
You're just layering like
Layering. That looks good. Now I'm going to smear the rest of this on.
Let me get the other pot holder. Now, one thing we have found that after you cook it, it's good to let it set like a lasagna would for 10 or so minutes.
Yes.
It just helps it set up and not run all over.
This is true.
And I always have Mary do this part because she
It's my favorite.
does it best.
Smear it. Crust the crust we must.
Keep going, Mary. Turn the thing. Want me to turn it?
I'm just doing it left-handed.
I know you left-handed people.
I don't know if I can do it the seal. It's not the same as there.
We only started doing this a couple years ago when Mary somehow had so many tomatoes. I felt like I was the Bubba Gump of tomatoes. We froze tomatoes, made tomato sauce, made salsa, made pico de gallo,
Fed my neighbors.
fed the neighbors.
Fed our friends. But we had
We
it.
were crazy with tomatoes. And after the freezer was filled and we were filled, I looked up recipes and found this tomato pie. And I'd heard about it.
My finger's clean.
We were at a place in Alabama and they had tomato pie.
Yes. Yes, they
And
did.
it was delicious.
Little tiny restaurant had
Of
tomato
course, if I
pie.
had known the ingredients, I probably would have tried it that day. But I didn't until I tried it.
We tried it. It was really, really good. Of course, I can't remember the name of the restaurant.
You can use this as a side dish. We don't. We call it a
Dinner.
Meatless Monday on Saturday.
Just dinner. So there you go.
And we'll be back when it's cooked.
Yep, now I'm gonna clean up the dishes. Bye!
Oh, I forgot to take that.
It's ready.
Did you guys hear that timer going off? Do you smell that pie?
Pie? I like pie.
Tomato pie.
All right.
Looky here. Look at that.
Looks
Delicious.
yummy. There we go.
Here we go. Let's make an attempt.
Glad I'm not doing this,
Yeah.
because,
Like lasagna, the first piece is a mess.
yep.
I don't know why. I don't know why
I
I
might
won't
have to
cooperate.
It might have to set up just a wee bit more.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay. All right, lady. Have a fork. It's hot.
Okay.
See that cheesiness though?
I'd
It's
set
like-
up a little more.
It's like pizza without too much crust.
Well, yeah, because it's kind of
And oniony.
all that goodness.
You gonna blow on it, or are you just gonna burn your mouth?
Probably burn my mouth. Mmm. Mmm.
Mm.
Well, that's good. That was really good. Can I have more?
I'm gonna get you a piece.
Mm-hmm.
So I can chew.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Let me stop this so we can do the next part.